Hello, my name is Sachin Sawant. I am an immigration lawyer registered with the OISC at level 3, Advocacy and Representations. Today I am going to refer to some questions that raised. There are some questions being asked on our forum, on our website. So, one of the questions is hello, all. I'm applying for a tourist visa to go visit my boyfriend. He already has an ILR. Can we get married while I have a tourist visa? Okay, so to begin with, there is nothing in the UK immigration rules or in any law in UK that stops you from getting married in the UK without having any legal status. So even people who are overstayers, illegal, have been living in the UK for a long time, they have been able to get married. So there is nothing in the immigration rules that can stop you from getting married. However, remember, when you try and to go and register with the registrar of your local authority, with the intention to get married, when you give the notice of wedding, there is usually a 28-day notice period for others. However, when there is a combination of a migrant, so someone who is not British or settled or pre-settled under the European law, uh, and someone who has some type of a visa other than pre-settled settled status, any other types of visas, whether European national or a non-European national, and the other party is a settled person, either British, has settled status, has indefinite leave to remain, or even pre-settled status for that matter. Pre-settled would also be considered as settled under Appendix FM for the family route applications. So if that is the combination, then the Home Office has the right, even the registrar who registers the notice is required by law to send all the combinations of a person who is the unsettled person, who is not British or settled, and the settled person, stating that this is the list of people who have registered their interest in getting married. Home Office has a right to assess your relationships, so they can ask for documents, they can call both of you for interviews, usually before the marriage, uh, and they can do whatever investigations they want to do. They can visit at your place. So if your relationship is genuine, then it is okay for you to prove that you are in a genuine relationship and you're not just marrying the person to get some kind of a legal status or a visa. So that is the main thing that they are trying to assess, if they anytime they are trying to assess the relationship. Secondly, uh, usually someone who already has some type of leave in the UK other than a tourist visa or visitor entry. So there are some non-visa nationals like US citizens, Australian citizens, etc., who are non-visa nationals who don't need a visa, visitor visa especially, to just come and do tourism or just do short visits, etc. Or someone from a visa national, India, China, etc., who needs a visitor visa to enter the UK. Both are same and are under come under the same immigration rules, which is Appendix Visitor. You can Google for it. So Appendix V or Appendix Visitor, where you will see the rules of a visitor, what they can and cannot do. So anyone who is a visitor is usually on a high risk category. So the topmost, if I have to rank them in the risk profile, uh, the worst risk profile is someone who doesn't have any leave in the UK, someone who has overstayed their leave, entered the UK illegally. They are at the topmost, definitely high risk of being assessed. Second level of assessment is someone who is on a tourist visa and trying to get married. We've had clients where people there they individuals have got married, and we have already assessed them. They had instructed us with their applications, etc., and there have been successful cases also. So it's not that as a visitor you will not be allowed to get married, but they may assess you, they may not as well. So it is not necessary that you will be assessed. So that is the risk that you are taking. If you are a visitor, you may be assessed, and you can also come through the assessment, and you should be able to get married. The other side of this is, even if you get married in the UK and you want to regularize your stay, which means you want to switch from being a tourist, visitor, anything with under 6 months leave, so to a long term visa, which would be a partner visa or spouse visa, etc. You cannot do that inside UK. So that is another disincentive for not getting married on being a visitor in the UK. So even if you get married in the UK, you will have to go back to your home country or any other country where you have a right to remain for more than 6 months after the date of application, and file an application for the partner visa, spouse visa from that country. So anyways, you will have to leave the UK unless there are other considerations why you really want to get married in the UK on a visitor visa. We would recommend not to get married on a visitor visa. If there are really strong reasons, such as you want to get married in the Church of England, or any family reasons like one of the partner has all their family here and everyone wants to attend, or any such reasons, personal reasons that you may have, then it is better to apply for a fiancé visa, which is given for 6 months, and then enter the UK. It is very similar to a visitor visa or visitor entry, but the advantage of that is if you come on a fiancé visa, it is given for 6 months. You don't have access to the healthcare, no NHS access. You cannot work in the UK during the 6 month period or till the time you are on the fiancé visa. Then, once you are on the fiancé visa, they will assess you when you file the application. So that is a good stage where they will be assessing you. So it is highly unlikely, whichever applications I have done, our firm has done many applications till now. Whenever an individual has filed for a fiancé visa, they have never been assessed or interviewed subsequently for a spouse visa application, because they can assess them outside UK when they make the first application. So yes, so that is one solution. If you really want to get married in the UK, file the fiancé visa, come to the UK within 6 months, get married. As soon as you get married, you can file the spouse visa inside the UK. You don't have to wait till the end of the fiancé visa. You can file the spouse visa usually by super priority, also get a decision usually within a week, 24 hours, etc. Or you can do the normal waiting times, standard processing. Another side of that is why people, whenever we advise, either whenever we are comparing a fiancé visa or a spouse visa, people prefer, the other option is to get married outside UK, anywhere you are legally allowed to get married, then apply directly for the spouse visa. So that is one option that I've seen. Anytime I have advised, 95% of the clients prefer to do that, and only 5% of them apply for the fiancé visa and then go with the spouse visa. The reason being, the time spent on the fiancé visa does not count towards the 5 years for indefinite leave to remain. Number one. Number two, there is an application fees. It's not like £100 of visitor visa fees. It's quite considerable, over £1,000, which is payable just for a 6 month of fiancé visa. So that is another deterrent why people avoid applying for the fiancé visa. If there is a possibility, you can get married outside UK, directly apply for the spouse visa, come on the 33 months visa, spouse visa, directly in the UK, have right to work from day one, have right to access the NHS healthcare from day one. So yeah, this is just a summary around the tourist visa, fiancé visas, spouse visas. I hope it helped. If it did help you, do like, subscribe, follow our channel. We The more you like and subscribe, the more subscribers we have, the more we get the motivation to do more of such videos. Also, feel free to ask any questions on the forum. We may or may not be able to answer all the questions, but definitely we will make an effort to answer how much ever questions we can. So it was getting difficult to answer through keep on writing, so it's much better, we thought of making videos which would help others as well. If you do follow our channels, the channel is shown to others and they can also see, and if they are having issues around this, they get some clarity on this. So yes, this was it. If you need any immigration advice, you can book any consultation with us. It's all on the website. If you go onto the book online tab, you can do that. we can advise you, can provide you full service on any types of UK visas. And thank you very much for listening. And again, subscribe to the channel, like this video, uh, provide any comments, and it helps us to improve in future. Thank you very much.